Tyler, lovely to see you.
You as well.
Look, I know it's early days. We're 5 games in. You're in the top 4 in the Premier League. You're unbeaten in your last 4 games in the league as well. It has been some start to this season, hasn't it?
Absolutely. I think we had a very strong preseason this year. It was good to have a lot of the group healthy and fit going into the preseason. I think even compared to last season, we had a lot of injuries, a lot of stop-starts for a lot of guys, and we couldn't really find that cohesiveness until a couple games into the season, whereas now I think you can see the chemistry between each and every player. We've made some unbelievable signings. They've done great in adjusting to life down here as well, so yeah, enjoying it.
You mentioned a key term there, chemistry. I've been to a few Bournemouth games already this season, and you can see that. Where does that chemistry come from, do you think?
The manager, I would say. The way that he plays, the way that he sets up the team every single week, the belief that he instills in every single player in their role and their job in the team. I think that's important. You know, the belief in the way that we play, the players really believe that we're going to win the ball high up the field, that making that extra run back is going to stop a goal and help lead the team to a clean sheet. All the little details of the game that we're really focused on.
So much of it is based then on mentality, because we know just how tactical this manager is. But actually what you're saying is a huge element of the success so far this season has been up there.
Without a doubt. I think that you look at the Premier League and every single team has quality all over the field, and that's what makes the Premier League such an amazing league in the world. And there has to be something different about your team that separates you in order to win games and gain points. And I think the mentality of our team is something that separates us.
We're sitting here in this new, brilliant, unbelievable training ground. Just what sort of a difference has that made to, I guess, the mood of the squad, which I'm sure has been good for the last few years, but what difference has that made to both the mood and the performances too? Because I know training is such a key thing for you personally as well.
Yeah.
It should be for all players.
Since the day that we moved into the training ground, the morale of every single player has changed. You can just see the vibe of walking into a place that has so much natural light, that's inviting, where players want to spend time. You're only going to get better if you train more. So the fact that players want to stay here longer now, do extra work on the field, do extra recovery here, and use the gym more, that's obviously a positive for our team and going to help us in the long run. And I think just in terms of attracting more players as well, you know, you build a beautiful training ground like this, and this is where you work week in, week out, every single day. So it's an attraction for players as well.
As for you personally, you've had a really good chunk of game time under your belt recently following the injury. It seems from the outside that you're enjoying your football possibly more than you ever have. Is that the case, and why? Yeah,
that's fair to say, I would think. Yeah, since obviously I've come here, you know, I can't repay Bournemouth enough for the trust that they've gave me. You know, they were signing a player that was injured, didn't know, expect when I would be back. There was not necessarily a perfect timeline in plans of recovery. Had so many ups and downs in my first season. I think I played 2 or 3 games, maybe, if that. So to come back last season and get a run of games under my belt and start to showcase what I'm able to do, and now, you know, lead into this season feeling good, confident in my ability, in my body, surrounded by so many quality players, a great manager. I'm just eager to grow, continue to develop, and obviously showcase what I'm able to do.
There's 2 terms that seem to be associated with your name at the moment, both positive ones.
Oh,
course,
God.
But that I can see anyway. One of them is unsung hero, and the other one is underrated. Why do you think people are calling you both an unsung hero and underrated?
Oh, hero? I don't think I'm a hero of any sorts. That's for sure.
Unsung hero.
Unsung hero, yeah. And then underrated. I mean, listen, I think my role in football is not always the prettiest role. You know, I'm not the one going out every weekend like Antoine Semenyo and scoring goals and dribbling by players and doing whatever. I'm a guy that wants to win, that knows how to win. I'm a competitor at the end of the day. And I know my role in any team can be invaluable if played right. But yeah, I'm selfless. I want to do the work that other guys don't necessarily want to do to make them look as good as they can. So yeah, underrated, unsung hero, whatever you want to say, is what it is.
But do you enjoy doing that role? Because you're obviously a big character. You're a leader as well, which I want to come on to shortly. But like you say, your role is one that is almost goes under the radar.
No, I definitely enjoy doing it. That's why I do it. But I just think that I've found my niche in terms of the way that I play, what I'm strong at, what I'm able to still improve at. And I just go out and try and exercise that to the best of my ability every single time I go out there.
If we look at Leeds up next, you strike me as the kind of character that would thrive off the challenge of going back to Elland Road. Of course, your first time going back there as well.
Yeah.
So how much are you looking forward to that?
I'm really looking forward to it. You know, I've said it since I've had the opportunity to play there that the environment there is one of the best, if not the best, that I've played in, and the fans are just incredible. You know, I created so many amazing relationships up north, and I'm so thankful for my time there. And you know, to be able to go back and play against familiar faces, see familiar people, it will be an exciting time.
And it'd be a good atmosphere as well.
Hope so. As always, it always is. I haven't played one game there that wasn't an amazing atmosphere.
Just take me through some of the memories of playing for Leeds during your time there, if you could. When you look back on your time there, what comes to mind?
Yeah, so many ups and downs. You know, we started off the season fantastically that season, and you know, it being my first games in the Premier League, I was like, wow, this is what this is about. This is great. And you know, things changed really quickly in this league, and unfortunately, I picked up an injury at the end of the season there, and I wasn't able to make that final push. And you know, I still think about it to this day. Obviously, if I was able to play, you know, the circumstances have been different in terms of, you know, trying to keep us up and alive. But, you know, that's football. Things obviously change quickly. So, again, so many amazing memories there, so many amazing games, so many amazing friendships I created there. You know, Brendan Aronson, one of my best friends, obviously still there as well. So I'm looking forward to having the opportunity to play against him and see him. But, yeah, so many good memories from there.
And in terms of Leeds this season, they're coming off the back of a great result at Wolves, so their tails will be up. This won't be an easy game, will it?
No, not at all. It doesn't matter if they lost, won, whatever. You go to Elland Road, it's always going to be a difficult game, and that's what the atmosphere brings. That's what that fan base brings. It's like an extra player for them. So yeah, they've had an incredible start. Obviously, Daniel Farke, I worked with him briefly before I had joined Bournemouth, and he's a great manager. So I know that he'll be ready.
But saying that, this Bournemouth team and the form that you're in at the moment and the way that you are playing, you must just be relishing the opportunity to play every Premier League game at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when things are going well and you're confident in the team, it almost goes a little bit unnoticed in terms of the environment. Like, we're just happy every single day. We come in here, we do the work that we need to do in order to get better. We're focused on the details of every single game. So I don't really think we care who we play. We're just, again, relishing the opportunity.
Less than a year to go before the World Cup kicks off. Your nation is, of course, hosting it. What will it mean to represent the US men's national side next summer?
Yeah, it will mean a lot. I think after having the opportunity to play in a World Cup in Qatar, I know the feelings that representing your country brought and that magnitude. I think it's going to be obviously a lot different doing it on home soil, having even more friends and family there in the stands to support you. But yeah, it seems far away, but I know in the blink of an eye it's going to be here. So I'm looking forward to it.
You mentioned Qatar there. You, of course, captained the side during that tournament. I believe you were the youngest captain at the Qatar FIFA World Cup as well. Just talk to us about leadership, because it's a young age for you to do that. What sort of qualities do you think you have to be or to show to be a captain for your country?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of different types of leaders. You know, some lead by example, some are vocal. Myself, I would describe myself as a relatable person, so I just get on with every single person in the team. I push guys to get every little bit out of them possible to make sure that they're ready for the stage whenever the opportunity comes. So, for me to have the opportunity to represent my country and captain them at the last World Cup was a huge honor. I took a lot of pride in that. Doing it on home soil is obviously going to be an even bigger challenge. You know, we're going to be facing, we're going to have a lot of support, but also be facing our own critics in terms of, what we can achieve. So we want to make sure that we achieve the maximum success.
Yeah, just building on that very finally, Tyler, what is the feeling like over there at the moment in the build-up to the World Cup?
I think the excitement around it is getting bigger and bigger. You have a sporting event where Americans can go and enjoy. Every single American is going to want to go. So we want to make it a normal thing that they're going to support football and continue to grow the sport. But yeah, it's growing day by day. I think you can tell as we get closer, the excitement is building.
Really appreciate your time. Thank you very much.